What is up, Oaks, and welcome back to the FightSceneZA Podcast. It's just me today, and we're going to be running through UFC Atlanta that just went down last night. Not a bad card at all. Definitely some interesting things happened. So, let's just jump straight into it. Interesting card. Let's just start from the beginning. Jamie Lynn Horth versus Vanessa Demopoulos probably. Jamie Lynn Horth taking the win via decision. Pretty standard. Saw that one coming. Then, second fight of the night, already into an underdog win. Philip Rowe against Ange Looser. If you didn't watch this one, it was pretty crazy. Ange Looser almost finished Philip Rowe. And then in the last round, with 1 minute to go, Philip Rowe had him in a clinch, had Looser in the clinch, and just bang, bang, bang. And Looser just kept his head there and got absolutely pile drived into the floor. So that was a cool fight. Then Ricky Simon versus Cameron Smotherman also went as expected. Simon by decision. Apparently Ricky Simon in the clinch said to Cameron Smotherman, you're under arrest. And then Smotherman said you're racist. So standard UFC talk there. Then Jose Ochoa against Cody Durden. That was a lekker knockout at the beginning of round 2 for Jose Ochoa as he moves to 8-1 now. That was a nice finish against Cody Durden. I don't even really remember the finish. I think he just had him up against the fence and bang. And then Malcolm Wellmaker versus Chris Moutinho, one of the biggest underdogs of all time. Malcolm Wellmaker, as expected, knocked Moutinho fucking flat out on his face. Moutinho cut from the UFC, had some good wins in some other tin can promotions, came back, got flatlined, and he'll be out the UFC again. And Malcolm Wellmaker moves to 10-0. The 31-year-old prospect is looking pretty dangerous at the moment, you have to say. Michael Chiesa versus Court McGee. Absolute stinker, snooze fest, fucking sucked. I fell asleep during that one, I'm not even going to lie, Oaks. So, Chiesa won by decision. I don't think anything really happened, though. Okay. Our feature prelim, Paul Craig versus Rodolfo Bellato. We got this one finally rebooked after Bellato pulled out last time. Safe to say an interesting finish to this one. At the end of round 1, Paul Craig with an illegal upkick to Bellato because Bellato had a knee grounded. And I'll play the clip now if I can find it. But Bellato with one of the greatest acting performances of all time. He gets kicked in the face. He goes, whoa, to the ref, okay? And then he proceeds to fall down and be completely KO'd. Like he's out cold. Bang. Okay? Then, camera's on him. A couple seconds later, he wakes up like he's had a night terror. And he starts hustling back to the cage. He starts trying to wrestle the ref. I think it's someone McDonald or whatever. I think it was a quality acting performance because I don't know if that can actually happen. He got up kicked, then he reacted to the ref being illegal up kick, and then he got KO'd, and then he woke up having night terrors. It was not anything I don't think anyone else has ever seen. A lot of people on Twitter, including Justin Gagey, said it was an incredible flop. So, that was honestly pretty whack. So, it went down as a draw, no contest. Could have gone down as a DQ for Paul Craig, but it didn't. The cursed fight lives on. Then, into the main card, Alonzo Manifield versus Umar C. I think it is C, not Sai. Umar C. What the hell is C doing, bro? He did nothing for 3 rounds. It was also a pretty boring fight. Manifield didn't do much either. I didn't enjoy it very much. It was quite a disappointing fight. I did think Sai was going to take the victory on that one. But I don't know, he just didn't have any output. It was a boring fight, to be honest. Sorry. And apologies. But yeah, Manyfield came away with the decision win. Then Mansur Abdul Malik versus Cody Brundage. Then this was the other controversial or just weird thing that happened this fight night. So beginning of the so it was a pretty decent fight, first 2 rounds. And then beginning of the 3rd round, Mansur Abdul Malik runs at Brundage and like lands a punch, knocks him down like pretty crazy. And then he lands what seems to be a knee, but he actually clashes heads with Brundage, and Brundage drops, and then he just TKOs him with punches. Immediately when I saw it, I thought there was a headbutt, but I was unsure. It did kind of look like a knee, but it also looked like headbutt, you know? And then commentary and everyone was saying like, oh, what a knee, what a knee, what a knee. And then they played the slow-mo replay, and it was a headbutt. And Brundage got fucked from the headbutt as per usual. So then, because it had gone far enough into the fight, they were able to use the scorecards. So then they scored round 3, even though it was only 36 seconds in. So Mansur Abdul Malik took the 29-20, I think it was 29-28, some 30-27 decision over Brundage. But yeah, whack shit. Cody Garbrandt versus Raoni Barcelos. Garbrandt knocked him down in the first, and then he decided to do classic Garbrandt and showboat, used the force on the cameraman. But yeah, and then he kind of got not dominated, it was pretty close, good fight, but then Barcelos did just do a bit more in those other 2 rounds. And he did come away with the unanimous decision. So I was bleak for Cody. I really wanted him to win, and it looked like he was going to win, but yeah, he just fucked it a little bit. Then Shaibazian, I don't even know how you pronounce it, versus Petrosky. Also, went as expected, win for Shaibazian, but yeah, also a decently boring fight. Not much happened, to be honest. So let's just move on. And then the co-main, Rose versus Miranda Maverick. Not much happened. Rose dropped Miranda Maverick in the 3rd, but also not a great fight. But Rose by decision, which I am very happy about. I wanted Rose to get her win. And then our main event, Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. Usman proved me and a lot of other people wrong, and he showed that he is actually still, he's quality still. He put on a clinic against Buckley. He dominated the stand-up for the most part. It was pretty close, to be honest. But then obviously in the wrestling, he was just miles ahead of Buckley. Buckley didn't look like he had practiced takedown defense at all, because Usman got him down way too easy. And then it was only in the last round that Buckley managed to defend some takedowns and land some good output on the feet. But it was too little, too late, and Usman took the decision win. So yeah, Kamaru could be on his way back to a title shot. Who knows? And that does obviously halt the plans of Buckley at welterweight. So we'll have to see how he can come back from that one. But yeah, that wraps up UFC Atlanta. It was a pretty good card. I did enjoy it. But this is the exciting news coming to you next weekend, Saturday, UFC Baku. We have, ladies and gentlemen, a prelim card at 6 p.m. and a main card at 9 p.m. Wow. That is just, you couldn't ask for anything better. It doesn't happen often that you get a card that is at quality times for the South Africans, the Europeans, all that stuff. And I'm just so stoked that we have UFC Baku at 9 p.m. main card. Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree and Rafael Fiziev versus Ignacio Bahamondes. 2 absolutely quality matchups. Curtis Blaze versus Kuniev as well. Good fight. So yeah, I am looking forward to that one big time. But yeah, definitely will be a video out on that later this week. Hopefully I can get it out Monday night, maybe Tuesday. We'll see. I'm not sure if it'll be just me again for the UFC Baku video. Hopefully Robert Dogs will be here, but I'm not sure. But yeah, honestly, there's no point in trying to drag this out too long. I don't really have too much to say. I do apologize for last week. Pathetic output. Obviously I was away, and Robbie and I filmed a podcast away, but the connection wasn't quite good. So when I was editing the video, I couldn't edit the video basically because I edited online, and the connection wasn't too good. So yeah, I was a bit upset because it would have been quite a cool podcast. Actually, chatted some shit about UFC 316, which yeah. So I was actually bleak. I did put the podcast up, but the audio is just standard off the camera audio, which isn't too good. So yeah, apologies, but I am back, and this week should be another lively week with videos and such and such. But yeah, as always, to any of you who watch this far into the podcast, into the video, I appreciate your support endlessly. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.